Hi everyone, this is Harry Hoffman. Today is week 3, day 5, and we talk about the professional corner of the pyramid of care. We usually think about professional corner, mental health, counseling, psychology, psychiatry. I've talked about this in week 2, day 3. So today I want to address other parts of the professional corner. So if you are interested in the mental health and counseling again, please go back to week 2, day 3. Professionals are people who are trained, who are qualified, who are accredited, who are licensed, and they are usually part of a professional union or a professional association, and it takes a long time to get there. So people invest time and money to be up to that level, and once they join an association or an accredited union, then they need to keep up their accreditation. So that takes annual continuous education credits, it takes supervision, it takes a while to get there, but in return you get good quality. And so we talk about the professional corner now. Let's get started. As we talk about the professional corner, I like to focus on a few professionals, and I want to start with the educational consultant. I've worked for years with AERC, Asia Educational Resource Consortium. They focus on missionary families who homeschool their kids, who are part of homeschooling co-ops, and who send their kids into local schools. So AERC focuses on these kind of influences and on the learning progress and assesses the emotional health, the social health, the spiritual health, and the academic progress health, and also assesses learning disabilities. And that's just gold for so many missionary families who are insecure about the learning progress of their kids. And just imagine you live out there in the countryside, you homeschool, and you have no way to understand, do I do a good job as a parent or not? And so these assessments are combined also with coaching sessions that AERC is doing. And the family, the parents get, yeah, you've done a good job, well done. Do a bit more here, do a bit less here, but overall you are right on target. And it just gives safety and confidence into this homeschooling progress. And so very good to have educational consultants as professionals, and they are trained in this and they do a really, really good job. Another area of the professional corner is the conflict mediator. I think this is an area in member care that is still underdeveloped. And about 5 years ago, I made that a task for myself to be trained and licensed and accredited as a conflict mediator. I chose the best in the mediation industry, which is sort of Friedrich Glasl. He's an Austrian guy who wrote tons of books on mediation and focusing on the organizational area of mediation, not just domestic family mediations, but mediations within organizations. And he developed this 9-step conflict escalation. But what I discovered is that conflicts usually start with tension, a bit of debate, and then the Christian mission teams, they pray about it, they ask for forgiveness, and they forget and reconcile to a certain extent, and then they move on with life. But then down the road, you have war. All of a sudden you have a war zone in the team, and then people helpers are not skilled enough and not professional enough really to address this. You need really professional, good mediators to go into this war zone. And I've seen I've seen much too many teams in war. So, and I believe missions needs more really professional mediators to go in and help the teams sort out these things. Because in war, there are only losers. Which brings me to another role of the professional corner, which is the organizational development professional. In the business industry, they pay and they invest tons of money for professional consultants to go into the companies. Missions, Christian context, we hardly do this because it's sort of expensive and we have God and the Holy Spirit, so that somehow should work. But a good doctor, there is the saying, a good doctor treats the disease while a great doctor treats the patient, the whole person. A good doctor treats the disease, A great doctor treats the whole patient, the whole person. And often that's the case. That's what is needed in mission teams and in organizations. You have different diseases popping out, but it's actually a dysfunctional organization, a dysfunctional team, a bad leadership influence. So to give you some examples, like an organizational leadership sits in Europe while the team that implements the decision sits in Cambodia. And you have virtual contact, maybe a visit once a year, and the team in Cambodia doesn't feel the leadership in Europe can connect to the day-to-day life. That happens a lot, by the way, that the decision makers are not on the ground. Another issue that happens a lot is the power distance, like the Western or European approach to leadership is flat hierarchy, inclusive teams, asking everybody to what is your opinion, how would you lead, asking for input, etc. That's a weakness in a power-distant culture. That's weak leadership. A power-distant culture is, here's the leader, here are the followers. You got to make decisions as a leader. You got to be strong as a leader and tell your staff what is the next step and how to move forward. Within a multicultural team, that is big. That is really big. And it starts with a little bit of tension, but it can grow and influence the whole organization to become paralyzed and really difficult. So you can treat the symptoms, but actually a great doctor should treat the whole patient. If you think back to week 2, day 2, we talked about the 7 S's of member care, and part of that was the structure and the shepherd care. And I think conflict mediation as well as organizational development relates to the professional corner giving input to the shepherd and giving input to the structure. And that can be really powerful, and that is hardly existing in the mission world. So if you are working in that area, go for it. And let me know how I can encourage you and how I can support you. And the last professional area I want to address is the crisis care. We have more and more in member care that focus on the psychosocial care. I shared that already, but we don't really have anyone who focuses on the crisis management. I still remember in Thailand I was involved in the process after an accident, and there was a psychosocial support person and there was a crisis management support person who dealt with insurance, with the embassy, with the media, with funeral, etc. And so this is really important. Another area of crisis care is the area of hostage negotiation. You need real good professional people with a lot of experience to train missionary teams in that area. I know that also the Korean church has been trained, and they established and started their own ministry of professional crisis care, including hostage negotiations. And this is gold, and we need these kind of professional services in the missionary world. So to summarize all of this again, we have the professional corner. They are usually licensed, they are well trained, they are in a structure of accountability and have a high sense of responsibility. They submit to certain ethical guidelines and legal guidelines. And they take their job very serious, their profession very serious. I'm sorry if I didn't mention your profession today, but I want to thank all of you who are willing, who are offering your services in the professional corner to the missionary community. The missionary community wouldn't be what it is without the professional support. I thank you so much. There are still ways ahead. We're still having lots of gaps and needs there. And I only highlighted a few today. So if you feel called to support the mission community from a professional corner, go for it. Go for it. Thank you very much. Tomorrow we'll look at self-care and your God relationship in the center of the pyramid of care. And I look forward to seeing you then. Bye for now.